Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back! Of course I'm back, I'm not going anywhere. Boost! Peekaboo, I see you because I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2021, the album, Dad AF. Hey little thing, let me light your candle, cause I'm sure hard to handle now. Yes, I am live from the front porch. It's Peter Monn. Oh my God! I am sitting out on the front porch, as you can see. I have done a Peterisms video out here now, and I did a Peter Does Stuff video out here where I watered the plants and I made iced tea. I have my coffee from Starbucks. And I also did a review at Starbucks today. I've been a busy bee, okay? Not like one of these little bees out here that comes out here trying to sting me and drive me crazy. I've been a busy bee, okay? So I have my Starbucks coffee right here. Cheers. And then I also have my bubblegum tea from Dave's Tea. Now I have to show you, this is, have you ever seen these things before? This is really cool. So this is how you make your tea. See, you push it down in there. Go watch my Peter Does Stuff channel, you'll see. So anyway, I was like, well, when your lips are dry as mine, shout it real loud, then it's Luna Beauty time. My neighbor across the street, she keeps on coming out here and while I'm filming videos, and she's like watering her plants and stuff, and she just looks over and waves and starts laughing. They think I'm hilarious in this neighborhood. They love me. Now, the last time that I made a drama video out here, there were kids running in the street with their bare feet, and I had to be the parent, and I had to say, hey, listen, where are your shoes, okay? Why didn't your mama teach you not to be running down the street with no shoes on? So anyway, I just like to sit out here on my front porch, you know? This is kind of, if you walk by my house, this is what you'll see. Me drinking my bubblegum iced tea and just fanning myself. And I talk to my neighbors and I say, whoo. Now, if you watch my vlog channel, you know I'm constantly complaining about the HOA in here. HOA stands for Homeowners Association, okay? And it's the 6 rings of the devil straight from hell, okay, is what the HOA is in here. Now, my neighbor across the street, they don't want to give her a patio, okay? But she said she's getting her patio. She said she's going to get her patio. Listen, she has had it, okay? I did a whole story about this on my vlog. She read in the she went through the entire bylaws of our HOA, and it didn't say it anywhere in there that she couldn't have, what do they call it? I wish she was out there right now, I'd ask her. It's called an all-seasons room. She said, I'm getting me my all-seasons room, okay? It doesn't say anywhere in the bylaws that she can't have her all-seasons room. So, now I just sit out here on my patio like this. No, I don't do the fan and all that kind of stuff, but, you know, I do. I sit out here and I read my books and stuff like that, and then my neighbors walk by and they tell me all the gossip. I love it. Then I go inside and I try to tell my husband, but he don't care. He's like watching The Real Housewives. Actually, he's watching Watch What Happens live right now because he just finished watching The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Y'all don't care about any of this, do you? You're here for the drama. Well, hold on. It's coming. So, anyway, she read through the bylaws. I love this. Okay, the drama of this neighborhood is like unbelievable. Y'all know I love the drama. Okay, I do. People are like, do you get bored of this beauty influencer YouTube? Hell no, I eat it up. I live for it. It's like watching The Real Housewives, you know? But of the like YouTube's beauty community. So anyway, my neighborhood, it's just the same thing. Look at my new chairs I got. Oh, my Lord. My new chairs I got this year. I love them. Everybody comes up to me and they say, oh my God, your front porch looks so nice this year. I get so many compliments on it. I'm like, thanks. That earned me some points in the HOA. The landscaping lady, she ain't upset with me anymore. But anyway, she read through those entire bylaws. It's like 200 pages or something like that. She read through those whole bylaws. Didn't say anything in there about her not having her all-seasons room. So they took a vote and everything, and this one guy wrote 3 pages about why she shouldn't have her all-seasons room and all this kind of stuff. She said, I'm getting my all-seasons room. She said, I told him that there's like 5 people on the board and 1 person hasn't voted, and she said he has to vote by such and such date or I'm starting construction on my all-seasons room. Then I was like, well, I hope she gets it because I might want an all-seasons room. That's what you start thinking. You start thinking about those things when you get older, okay? You don't think about makeup palettes and all this kind of stuff as you get older. You start thinking about all-seasons rooms, okay? So anyway, today I'm going to talk about Shane Dawson and Rylan Adams moving and my thoughts on that. And then I'm going to talk about James Charles. You want to hear about James Charles first? Okay. James Charles constantly talking in videos about his team. He cracks me up so much. He don't have no team. He does not have a team, okay? James, an entourage of friends does not equal a team, okay? Those are yes men that tell you that everything that you do is okay, and you shoot them some money a little bit so that they can have the same lifestyle as you. That is not called a team, okay? A team is where you hire people based on their professional skills and their work history, and you have them submit a resume. Not through, like, Snapchat DMs. I know that's how you like people to apply for jobs. I don't know what jobs, okay? The last time it was somebody to make your thumbnails. Did he hire anybody for that? James Charles is killing for this. Now, a couple years ago, he put out this whole thing about he was going to come up with a creative team of people to give him ideas for videos. Do you remember that? Because he actually reached out to me. That was like the very first time that I ever talked to him. Needless to say, it's years later. He never had that team. He never developed that team, okay? So did he hire somebody? Oh, here's another one of my neighbors. She's walking out there. They're getting ready to grill out on their Weber grill out there. I love the smell of the Weber grill so much. But anyway, so did James Charles ever hire the person from the thumbnails, or was he just... what was he doing up in the DMs? Looking again in the DMs, James. So anyway, so first things first, he puts out this video, okay? And it's called something about, like, I'm so rich, these are the things that I wish I hadn't bought, let me rub it in your face, okay? I mean, that's not really what it's called, but that's really what the video should be called. It was called Things I Regret Buying Since I'm become an Influencer, okay? And I have to tell you what's interesting is, and I got a message from somebody, I don't know if she wants her name said or not, so I'm not going to say it on here, but she said to me, this pisses me off so much. Like, prior fans don't follow you because you're an influencer. It was because you were a talented makeup artist, still are, but tend to forget where you came from already, after only being famous for a few years. Well, I'll give her a shout out. She probably don't care. That's from Casey. So thank you, Casey, for sending that to me. And I got multiple comments from people that were like, I cannot believe that James Charles thinks that he is such a big influencer of the world. Girl, listen, okay, you're influencing people into bad ways, is all I'm saying, okay? So then, if you go watch this video, let me tell you about the things that he buys over here, okay? I am so over it right now. How are you? Excellent. I'm so over this, okay? So anyway, let me tell you, these are the things that he regrets buying. Are you ready? His Cartier love bracelet. Okay, well, this is kind of the thing that kind of like PO'd me about this. This is like when people get real big on YouTube, and then they act like, oh, like, I had it, and it was stupid. It's like, do you ever have this friend? Like, I have so many friends of mine that have moved away from Indiana to, you know, New York, California, other places, right? And whenever they come home to Indianapolis, they're always like, well, in California, we do this, or in New York, we do this, and blah, 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 and all this kind of stuff. Always asking, you know, like, acting like where they're from is so much better than Indiana just because they live there now. Get over your bad self. Let me tell you, I had a friend of mine, and I do love her, but she was here this summer, okay? And she was California this, and California that, and in California we do this, and in California we do that. We're up at the pool, right? Okay? And so she was having a bunch of people over to my good Judy Tanya Jean's house because she was going to have, like, everybody over to say hi and everybody that she hadn't seen in a while, right? And so, my good Judy, we're sitting there, right, and we about had it with all of the, like, you know, everything in California is so much better and everything like that. So anyway, there's my neighbor, she's getting her mail now. She's like, he's filming a video or something. I ain't trying to pay no attention and be in that video. But anyway, so we're sitting there, and I said, now, do I need to bring something tonight? She's like, yeah, that would be nice. She's like, in California, she's like, the way that we do it out there, she's like, I don't know how they do it in Indiana. But in the way in California, what we do is, like, we have a get-together. We just have everybody bring something, you know? And my friend Tanya goes, yeah, that's called a pitch-in Indiana. In Indiana, we call that a pitch-in. So anyway, James Charles, okay, now he wants to say that the Cartier love bracelet, it's no good no more, okay? Like, now, he had it because Kylie Jenner had 14,000 of her on her arm or something like that. Well, you know, this is the thing that kind of makes me sad about that is I have to say, okay, as superficial as it is, I do believe that the Cartier love bracelet, not to mention that my husband and I, we're looking at some new rings for our wedding anniversary in the end of this month, and one of the rings that we're looking at is like, because our rings were from Tiffany's originally, so we're looking at these Cartier love rings because we both like them, you know? And I need a ring that'll fit my fat finger because I don't wear a wedding band because my finger's too fat. So they're for all the people out there that always ask that. But, you know, James Charles comes out and he said, I don't want a love bracelet, okay? I don't need one. I don't want one. I'm not that kind of influencer anyway. I don't know who I'm influencing with my secret menu Starbucks drinks, okay? I ain't fooling nobody. But he's like, oh, this is what everybody has to have. Well, yeah, sure. And there's a bunch of people out there that still want it, that are working on building their channel. And they're like, and once I get to a certain place, that's going to be the first thing I buy is a Cartier love bracelet. Okay? And James Charles done pooped all over that idea. He's the turd master. He truly is the turd master, okay? Then he goes in and he talks about his Birkin that he don't want no more, and that his friend farted in his Birkin and stuff like that, okay? They're $22,000. Oh, wait a second. He also has a $56,000 diamond-encrusted love bracelet. Oh, that he goes, I don't wear it online. That means he doesn't want to shove it into people's faces. Then he goes in there and he talks about how he regrets having custom-made clothes. And he's very careful to say, this is not because of the designers or anything like that, blah, 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 whatever. But then he does say something about it making him on the worst dress list. Yes, James Charles has been on the worst dress list since, I don't know, the last 3 years, okay? I mean, every one of his outfits is completely cringe. Are you going to come for Gucci, too? Because he's got a Gucci bucket hat on, and today he's got a what do you call it, a Prada bucket hat in the picture. Here, I'll show you. I looked at this picture, and I thought, Liza Minnelli sure does look good these days. I thought it was Liza Minnelli, but it was James Charles. I couldn't even hardly believe it. Hold on a second. Let me pull it up. James Charles. We're not doing a lot of receipts today on here, okay? James Charles. Oh, here he is. Okay. I thought that was Liza Minnelli. I was like, damn, she looks good, Cabaret. So anyway, but it's not. It's James Charles. He's now into the bucket hats, I guess, okay? He don't have an original idea to save his life. So that was that video, and I was so turned off watching this video. I was like, okay, first of all, you don't have a humble bone in your body. Then, okay, you're sitting there, and your views are down. I think he's doing this so that when he don't buy no ritzy stuff anymore, that everybody will know why it is, see? So anyway, he's sitting there and he's talking about how he wish he hadn't gotten his Tesla. He's complaining about the Tesla. I hope Elon Musk goes after James Charles. I really do, okay? He's going, like, off on this Tesla that he paid $120,000 for, okay? And I'm like, I don't really know what this video is supposed to be achieving. Like, and then he's like, at the very end of it, he goes, tell me high-end things that you've bought. That I'm like, do you realize that the majority of your audience is under the age of 18 and cannot afford a $122,000 car, let alone a $5,000 love bracelet? Girl, like, do you have any idea the world that you live in whatsoever and how blessed you are? Do you have any gratitude, any humility whatsoever? Oh, no, 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 no. I don't know why he thinks this is a good idea that he's going to make a video shoving in everybody's face all the money that he's blown on all this crap through the years. I was just blown away by this video. I was like, he really needs to, like, James Charles needs to read the room. Like, he does not get it, okay? But hold on, that's not the best. The best is, before that, hold on, let me pull up James again. James did this video, and he's getting major called out for this. And it's called, where was it at? The TikTok makeup hacks are crazy. 2.3 million views. Okay, and if you go underneath here, he says, hi sisters, in today's video, I reacted to and tested some insane TikTok makeup hacks. I was ready to drag and roast them all, but they actually ended up being kind of ... helpful for once. Check out the video out below. Now, what's interesting to me when you look at this is he didn't link anybody's TikTok. Not one of them, okay? Couldn't be bothered to link anybody's TikTok in this. Couldn't shout out any of these people that are somewhat helpful to him, right? You know? Maybe he just thinks that they don't want to be aligned with him or not. But let me show you this girl's TikTok, okay? Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to include that. If the music ends up being an issue on this, because she's like showing over James Charles' video and stuff like that, then I won't include the video clip of it. But I want to show you that he comes from this girl. Here you go.
Good gal. See, we're already, one video and we're already to the scamming artistry of it all.
I called her a scam artist. Called her a scam artist, okay? Did you see that? And did you see how she responded to that? So let's look at this for a second. Now, I am going to give her a shout out. Her name is, hold on a second, Fairy Freak, and I will link her TikTok below since James Charles doesn't have the courtesy to link somebody that he's calling out in his video. And she says underneath here on the TikTok, if you didn't get to read it, she says, not going to lie, I think you owe me an apology for dragging me on the internet for your 24.9 million followers to see. I really appreciate the tag, too. Basically saying that he didn't credit her with the video clip, okay? And called her a scam artist. Could get people to go over there and hate on her and all this kind of stuff, okay? But he doesn't have an issue with that. Like, James Charles talks about this team so much. If he really did have a team, he should fire every single one of them, okay? Because not one of them are giving him as good advice whatsoever. It's ridiculous to me. So that's the whole thing. So anyway, I feel bad for her. She's a lovely young lady, and I went through and I watched a bunch of her TikToks, and they're real good. You know, real good. They're real good. Shake it back and I help. No, they are. And like, she's working really hard, you know, and She gets pretty good views and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm going to give her a little shout out, Fairy Freak over there. So you go check her out and tell her I sent you, okay? Because she's probably getting a bunch of hate from the James Charles thing anyway, but she called him out. She said, enough, I've had it with you, James Charles, okay? So anyway, let's talk about now, whew, it is truly so hot out here. I got this t-shirt at the Target. It was on sale. It's got pink and yellows and blues and everything in it. It was in the clearance rack. I think I paid like $4 for it or something. Anyway. Shane Dawson's moving. Did y'all hear about this? Okay. So, Rylan put out this video. Hold on a second. Let me get at my receipts. Whitney, Rylan Adams Vlogs. Okay. His newest vlog is called Finding Out If We Got the House. Okay. And it's like, Shane's laughing and then they're real excited about all this kind of stuff. Okay. Just look at these thumbnails so much. These thumbnails are so, can we just talk about how like, in this one, Rylan's like, and Shane's like, they're like so contrived, which is okay. I mean, I do the same things, right? But they're all like that, right? Okay. So, I had already gone over to Shane Dawson's... Oh, there's that picture of Liza Minnelli again. I mean, James Charles. Oh, my Lord. Kit, James Kit, Cabaret. Liza with a L. Or Liza with a Z, I guess. I'm sorry. I'm old enough that I would know that. Anyway, okay. So... I went over to Shane Dawson's Instagram today, and I noticed that he had an Instagram story. We're not going to show a bunch of receipts and stuff like that. But he's saying goodbye to his trainer, which was real sweet and all this kind of stuff, okay? And then, oh, no, it's already gone. Okay, well, I already have it screenshot. So hold on, let me pull up the screenshots for you real quick. So he took a picture of, like, this cabinet with all of, like, the little, you know... things that he had on it, and he said, wow, this feels weird, being that it's so empty. And then he showed, why am I crying over knickknacks, though? And he shows this table, which has all the knickknacks gone on it, okay? So, showing that they're actually moving. So then, I went over and I watched Rylan's new vlog, talking about if they got this house in Colorado with the zip line over the water, and how Rylan dreamed that this is where they're going to raise their kids, and all that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? So anyway, they keep on kind of, like, talking in these videos about, like, if or when we get married, if or when we get married. And I feel like they're kind of feeding that out a little bit to get people speculating. So obviously they're not married yet, okay? But anyway, because so many people have speculated about this. But I watched this video, another cute video. You know, they're talking about, Shane seems very excited to move to Colorado. So I don't want to ruin it for you, but I'm going to because I'm a commentary channel. They got the house, okay? At first, somebody put in a higher bid than them. And so they didn't get the house, and Rylan was completely devastated about it. He was like, oh no, but this is the house of my dreams. And oh, here they are, the kids. Here the kids come with no shoes on. That child has got no shoes on right there. Oh no, she's got flip-flops. She's with her grandma. There she is. Okay. She's on a scooter. I want one of those scooters so bad. But anyway, everybody's with their grandma here in this neighborhood. This is the old people's neighborhood, and I should know. So anyway... Rylan's real upset. He's like, oh no, but this is the house of my dreams, and how could I ever possibly live without this house? I kind of just played into the vlog, okay? I could get on there and I could be like, you know what? Y'all have a blessed life. Oh, here's another one. Here's Grandpa with a little... Oh, hi. How are you? Good. But anyway, I could get on here and I could be like, you know, like Shane and Rylan, like, you know, they're like not grateful for the things they have and whatever. But listen, you know, there have been things in my life that I've wanted too, you know, that I didn't get. So I kind of understood Rylan on that level. Like he had his mind-eye set on, I want this house, I'm not getting this house. You know, but I will say this, it was interesting because there was a part in it when it's Rylan's vlog and Shane is behind the camera and he says, well, why don't you talk about it? And he goes, I already have, talking about his feelings about not getting the house. And you could hear Shane go, well, I haven't talked about it. Are you jealous of Rylan vlogs? Well, girl, why don't you go back to one of your 6 channels and start posting videos again? Or are you afraid of that, you know? So anyway, it's interesting to me because, like, this is such a huge, like, when I was watching this, I was like, this is such a huge, like, ending, you know? Like, Shane Dawson leaving Los Angeles. Like, it doesn't seem to, they're talking about selling their house. It doesn't seem like they're going to be coming back and forth and whatever, you know? And I'm like, this is a really, really big deal. And Shane talks about it in there. He's talking about, like, how he, you know, grew up in California and he loves California, but he also loves Colorado, too. That house is gorgeous that they're going to buy. I don't know, you know? I'm watching it to make videos on, but it's just like still for me. I'm like, they live in this, like all of them, the Shanes and the Rileys, the Rileys, Shane and Riley, Kylie, Shiley. I don't know none of them, okay? Listen, we don't go to the Marshalls together. We don't eat at the Chinese buffet. I don't know none of them. Oh, Chinese food sounds so good tonight. But anyway, I don't know none of them, okay? I don't. So anyway, what was I going to say? But all of them, Jeffree Star's, DeShane's, they make some joke about Jeffree Star in this video too. Oh, they have this winner from American Idol come over, and then her boyfriend writes this song for them. It was a cute song. It was a real nice moment, all this kind of stuff. And he was basically like, oh, I cannot believe that I'm sitting in the honor of Shane Dawson. You're so talented and all this kind of stuff. But it was a real nice moment, you know, like that. And so anyway, I'm like watching this, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess the next move is, when is Shane coming back to YouTube? He's done it basically everything other than come back to YouTube. And I don't know if it's that he doesn't know how to come back to YouTube, or if he's continuing to test it out by being more and more and more in the vlog. And then when he's literally like in the entire vlog, which he pretty much was this time, it's like then he's going to step from the vlog to his channel back and be like, because he's already tested out the comments and this, you know, the reception from other people. So I don't know. I really do not believe that Shane Dawson will address anything that's happened in the past. I think that he will come back, and it will be, I mean, he talked in another video about how he needs an office for, you know, doing his work. So I know people are speculating that he's like doing editing for other people and stuff like that, but I really think he's just going to kind of slide back in and post some video out. And I think he knows that a majority of people out there will just eat it up, and the ones that don't want to watch him anymore, that won't like him anymore, that whatever, and that, you know, they're not hurting for money if they're buying another house. Okay, let's just be for real. They're not hurting for money. I mean, they are downsizing. I mean, it's really sad when you're talking about downsizing, you know, in the world that we live in today, and their downsizing is from like a $9 million home to like a $2.5, $3, $4 million home. Like, okay, you know, anyway. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about all of that in the comment section below. I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of my iced tea and figure out what I'm going to do for dinner. And I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow.